Hello everybody and welcome back to Fate Extra. Hang on, let me lower the gain on my microphone actually, because I don't feel like it's overly necessary for me to have it that loudly, because I can just up the volume on my own in editing now, so I don't really feel there's a need for me to up the gain that much, so I lowered it now. So I know there was some issues with me peaking a little bit. But by that I mean, where you hear me and then you hear like a sort of like static version. If you hear that from like every single video, that sort of means that your headphones are sort of wearing down, or your speakers. So you shouldn't really hear that all the time. Just a little tidbit of information there. I'm sure peaking is not the correct term for it, but that's the term I know, I guess. The reason I decided to lower the gain is because Skype actually, I recorded an episode of World Wars with a friend because I can't commentate over 50 minutes of footage on my own. But anyway, that's where I got the idea to lower the gain, because I had to up the gain on that. I had to amplify the audio to get it to a decent level. I decided, why not lower the gain on my microphone, and hopefully it'll work out. Because before, to prevent these syncing issues, I had it record with the game audio, so if I was too low, you guys can hear me. But why not just, since I no longer do that, I sync it up post, why not just lower the gain and up the volume when I need to. And I can do this in Audacity as well, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood. But anyway, what we're doing here is we're just exploring the stage. I hope this will go up on Monday. If it doesn't, then I didn't have the time to upload it, because on Monday I'm going to New York City for it's not really for me, but it's for not for having fun. So that's all I'll say about that. I've said that before, and I won't go into it in depth anymore. I guess I should give you an update on how far I've gone into in regards to recording this. At this point, I have recorded. I'm midway through week 5. I'm midway through the week after this. So, and that's mostly because the first 2 days are mostly cutscenes and you can't explore the arena at all. So that's something. So yeah, you'll pretty much have to explore the entirety of the first floor of the arena in week 1, on day 3 and week 5. But we'll get into that when it becomes more relevant. I believe I only grind to level 26 in this part, because I was low on MP and Caster was low on MP. Don't be afraid to use items. If you do grinding, you'll have more than enough money to purchase more items. And you really shouldn't be using that many items during boss battles, because, well, it depends on your level, I guess. Hang on, I'll leave the gain at this level, and if it's still an issue, then I'll lower it even more in later commentaries. I have this habit of moving one of my legs up and down, usually my right, and I do this often whenever I'm just sitting down and really don't have anything to do. I know a lot of people do it, but I tend to do it a lot of the time, more than most people, I guess. I suppose it wastes calories doing it, so I suppose there's no reason for me to stop doing it. But because I do it with one leg, like how I do it is I pretty much just, go on the like the front half of my foot is on the ground, the back half is on the air, and I just pretty much shake the front half of the foot. And because of that, I can't have my other foot on the ground. It's usually it's in the same position as the foot that's shaking, but it's not moving. But yeah. Polygamous castration fist. Oh, that's something. That isn't a move in this game. From what I've heard, it's a move in Fate Extra CC, which never got an English release. Unfortunately, I think there is a group that's working on it, but they have other projects in the works before they'll get to it. So it'll be some time before I get to Fate Extra CC. Need to study more Japanese. I believe in this thing you'll want to pick the same dialogue options that I did, because otherwise you won't be able to get caster to a certain level. Because you know how we have the enemy matrix levels, caster has her own matrix level, and I believe you won't be able to level it up unless you pick those options. Well, get it to max anyway unless you pick those options. These private room conversations are mandatory to get that all the way up to level E. Well, certain ones. The ones that are yellow are the ones that are mandatory. There is one that's supposedly optional, but gets you up to matrix ally matrix level 2 much more quickly, and that has a low priority. I guess it gets sort of a little secret. So it's if you have other like achievements that you've done in the game and you haven't talked to caster about it, you have to go through those first before she'll get to matrix ally matrix level 2. But that's not important right now. It's not during this week. It's during the next week. But yeah. Oh yeah, this scene. I remember this scene. This scene is gonna be horribly fun. Yep, because of little Ronnie. Oh yeah, what I found out is that she's not wearing face paint. That's a mask. I don't like little Ronnie. She's an insane. Oh, look at that. That's just creepy. Although, I often, well, I like to think about like little stories that I may use in the future for other certain projects if ever I'm able to do that kind of thing. But there's this one like weird monster creature that keeps appearing in my head, like that I've essentially created, that I want to be sort of, it looks creepy, it's supposed to be creepy, but it's actually good. This has been done several times before, but I want to sort of take it on a different route. I won't go into the details of this monster that I've come up with, because I may use it in a project for whatever in the future. I don't purchase the Seraphic music box. You can purchase it if you want, but I don't feel that it's necessary. I think it might be good for maybe the other bulkier servants, perhaps, because they probably, well, the other servants that you can get, like Archer and Saber, because they don't necessarily take as much damage, because they have better stats for defense. So I think that might be a better option for you to do. Better item for you to have for those characters. But I don't really find a need for it, as normal healing items and the heal normal wear do just the trick without wasting too much MP. But I believe it only sticks during battles, that regeneration. But anyway, we have the monster hunting minigame. Again, I was gonna speed through this up, but I decided to skip to the end. It's the exact same strategy as it was before. So just do what I did last episode, and you should be fine overall. Now you can run away from little Ronnie if you want to, but you'll need to fight her to gain the next enemy matrix level. Now you're probably gonna want to equip the protection charm to raise your defense. I would say ignore the silver earrings for now, because you won't really need them during this fight. During the actual servant battle against them, you probably will need them, but during this fight, it's just a matter of survival. So don't worry about equipping items that will raise defense right now. I would say prioritize healing over defense. But anyway, there's little Ronnie and her servant. They will come to you if you don't go to them. Well, I didn't expect my phone to make that noise, but it did. so that's unfortunate, but we'll go with it. Oh, okay. She doesn't deny it. Yeah, little Ronnie's fucked up. Sorry for my language there, but she's insane. Logos, so I don't know what that is. Anyway, we get Matrix level 2 here, but now we'll have to fight them. Now, I don't really recall the strategies for this because it's been a while since I've actually recorded this. It's been like almost a week. Alright, now I recall. I don't really know what the strategy for Lancer here is, which is why I do a lot of these different things. You're probably going to want to use a lot of your skills to prevent him from actually attacking you. But you might want to use Bestial Sky because... oh no, wait, he hasn't done... he's not doing it, never mind. Don't do it. Because he'll do a skill... oh wait, I forget. Does he do it on his first turn? Oh yes, if he does a skill on his first turn, which raises his strength, he will most likely just do... he more often than not, it's almost 100% chance I think, if not it is 100%, will just use guard during the next turn. I am unsure of what he actually does during this fight, which is why you see me mess up quite a bit here. I don't die, but I do take quite a bit of damage. Oh, little Ronnie, I don't like you. But anyway, he'll use guard all the time here, so you can just guard yourself or just use break. Little Ronnie will sometimes actually seal your break command, so you can actually do it. So that it depends on her mood. It won't always affect you, but I was a higher level when she used that on me in the final fight against Little Ronnie. So I don't know if a level has anything to do with the success rate. It does affect me once, so I'm unsure of its success rate. Well, lucky I did that heal there, otherwise I think I might have died if I didn't. But yeah, as you saw there, he used break a lot, so there was no reason for me to use so much magic attacks here. But I didn't know that, but you'll know to do that during the arena fight, I suppose, now. I think that skill is an attack, so you want to guard against that. You can guard against skills, and they'll do less damage. I don't think I knew that until now. I don't think in this arena floor enemies will do skills, but in the future enemies will continue to do skills. Oh look, this way to do it. We'll start to use skills. They won't use more than once, more than one a turn, and it doesn't do too much damage, usually in the 200 range. And that's considering Cancer's weak defense. So if you're playing with another servant, you should do significantly less damage. Caster can become the most powerful servant because of her ability to counter everything the opponent does. Oh yeah, we can see there that it doesn't affect us. So I think that seal break has a low chance of actually affecting you. But if it does affect you, it can significantly hamper your ability to attack Little Ronnie's servant. guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I think I explored the arena in its entirety today. Well, I do some grinding. I'm not sure how much grinding I actually do, or if I just leave the arena outright. I think I may have just left the arena outright. And I think I do all my grinding on it during the final day. Yes, I think that is what happens during this part, and I believe, yeah, that's what happens. And I believe the rest of this part consists of mostly cutscenes and ending right before I do the arena on the final day. Vampire. Yeah, but supposedly Little Ronnie's servant is a vampire of some kind. I don't know any famous vampire that's existed. Do you guys know any famous vampires? I sure don't know any. He's a famous vampire. If you can't guess what he is, then we'll find out soon enough. Okay, there you go, past me. You were just standing there for a little while. I suppose I should mention, I'll probably mention this again during the next episode, you don't need to grind as much as I do. I grind this much because I have the time, and so it's easier to record. But I have the time, I mean, I don't upload this every day, so there's a lot of time for me to record when days I don't have to record. A lot of times I can grind where I can grind because I don't need to record for the next day or whatever. So I can grind quite a bit. You don't have to be my level, but I recommend being at least above the recommended level for each round, I guess you could call it. Well, it's not, I guess you can call it, that's what it is. For each round, Breath of Soul actually recovers a certain percentage of your MP. That was the ability that we need 2 more skill points to get after every battle. So it's not really useful for arena battles, but more for, well, not arena battles, for servant battles, but more for arena battles against enemies. That's what I meant to say. From what I've noticed in when I'm in week 5, is that I can use one ability and it'll recover my MP to max. So I think it's like 10% of your current MP. So if you have less than 300, it might just get you a few points off from max, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, Dracula. I guess we did find out that it's Dracula. Anyway. Was something else I was going to mention. But I can't seem to recall what it is. This happens far too often. But anyway. We don't really need to explore the arena at this point. I think we're 2 levels above the recommended level at this point. So if you wanted to, you could have stopped grinding here. I'd say you could grind a little bit more. But if you feel like that if you don't want to grind, then you don't have to. yeah. There's no reason for you to talk to Toko here, but I think you need it to get to... Actually, I don't think you really need it to learn more about vampires, actually. I don't... You might or might not need it for Matrix level E. I'd say do it anyway in case it is necessary, because your main character has no real reason to go over here, besides you knowing, besides you exploring and talking to these guys. So there really is no indication of you going here. Although you should be exploring every nook and cranny of the school every day to get, which is what the game recommends, I think. But since I know where to go, I don't do that. Coliseum battles, alright, that's what they're called. Anyway, I guess I did Father Kotomine. Anyway, since we beat our opponent in that monster hunt, we get we get to Matrix level 3. So now we're good to go to get Matrix level E during the final day. Well, during the day of the Coliseum battle. Oh, I grinded to level 21. I must have forgot to show that in the cut. Maybe I did show it, and I just wasn't paying attention. But either way, I grind to level 29, just so you guys know. But anyway, this video is going to be ending soon, so I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.